come to complete politics with Chukwuma Okoro. Now, listen to this.
Now, let's stay with it. I would like for you to react to what Ibrahim said. We should not blame the president. We should blame the governors. How does that fit into the concept of, nationhood? Should we actually not
I agree, because Nigeria is running a federation. I agree that Nigerians need to hold the governors more accountable.
Okay.
All our attention, even myself, I'm to blame also for that. All our attention is on the Abuja, the federal government. But we do not hold the governors accountable for anything. Look at what has happened in most of the states. The governors, they act almost like lords in the states. They cannot be challenged. They are both reproach. They are both criticism. But we hold Abuja so accountable. We do protests. We shut protest places down in Abuja. We do a lot at the center. The allocations sent to the state, who accounts for them? Nobody, absolutely nobody. They're having a field day. So I totally agree with his submission, regrettably so. Now, coming to the question of defection about the Delta governor, if I was in his shoe, I would defect. Okay. If I was in his shoe, I would defect. And this is my reason. The reason why I would defect is because there is no opposition in the country. And in politics, it's always about self-preservation before anything. So the governor wants to secure second term. The opposition is in disarray. The party that he belongs to, the PDP, today, if he's to run under, he will not even be able to get a ticket because it is going to end in litigation in court. So because how can in 2023, 2022, 2023, there was division in the opposition. Immediately after that election, why couldn't everybody come together and resolve the differences, and you now have even in America, if what we currently have in Nigeria, if it happens in America, the ruling party will win again. How can this is 8 months to primaries, presidential primaries, and look at where we are as a nation. This is where we are as a nation, and that's why I said I have given up about 2027. They should go. They should stop distracting us, and just all of them should go back to their home and sleep. All these opposition people, they irritate me. Completely irritate me. They are unserious-minded people.
Okay.
And I do not take them serious, and I don't think Nigeria should take them serious. They are not an opposition. All that they have is just ambition.
All right, Deji, you are an activist. What will you rather the opposition does, just to hold the government to account?
I said it in 2023 that they should never have divided their vote. I said it and they mocked me. And I begged all of them. I said, you must come together. When you are facing a man like Tinubu, you cannot afford to divide their vote. The same thing I said, look at them now. Peter Obi and the article, they are back together in so-called ADC that have already scattered even before it began. The same thing that I told them in 2023, all the warnings, there's no insult. They did not insult me in that 2023 election. All because I said a divided opposition cannot win because they will rig the election, they will do this. They mocked me. They said, I'm a member of the old order, that the election will not be rigged, that card reader is a master changer, this and I looked at them, I said, it is not true. They are going to rig this election, they are going to do this, they are going to do that, and they mocked me. So what I will have expected, now it is too late for them to do anything, it is too late. But there's no harm in trying anyway. But if it is this coming election, they should just get serious and focus on 2023. They should bury their selfish ambitions.
They should. I'd like for you to take that again. They should focus on what? On 2020?
2031. They should focus on 2030.
Okay, as far as you are concerned, 2027 is a done deal.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
You don't see the opposition springing any surprise?
Even them, they know. You know politicians now. A politician, he already knows he lost. Even when they are counting the last ballot, he will still be telling his supporters, don't worry, we are going to win. We are going to win. These politicians, you know them. Don't we all live with them? We know them now.
All right. Now still on this issue of party politics. Now, the APC, with the defection of Samaira Killer yesterday, Bauchi Central Senatorial Zone, the APC now has clear majority in the Senate, 73 over 100 and now. Now, how does that fit into the broad concept of checks and balances, especially with the National Assembly? Nigerians seem to have doubts about its credibility. How do you think this majority will pan out? We have a National Assembly, a Senate that says, through its president, forget it, anything that the president brings to our table, is a done deal. With this majority, what do you expect to see in the coming days, in the coming months ahead of 2027?
The Amelawan Senate was a rubber stamp Senate. The Godswill Akpabio Senate does not even exist. It only exists on paper. The president of Nigeria is the Senate president. Is anything that he wants that will be done? And anybody that is contradicting this thing I've said, the person is being economical with the truth or is plainly naive. See, the irreducible minimum in a democracy is that there must even if there's no democracy, there must be a semblance of it. What we have today is laughable democracy. It's laughable. You understand? We are not even pretending to be practicing democracy. Look at the charade and the things that go on in the National Assembly. It's better that we don't even have the Senate. It's better. It's better. Let the president just be doing everything so that we can save costs. Because it's a waste of time to be paying those people in the National Assembly. It's a waste of time. We are wasting money.
Well, you seem to paint a very scary picture. Honestly, I don't know where we are headed. Now, let's move on.
You say you don't know. Can you not see it? Why are you trying to
no,
no. The way you are talking, it's like you are talking as if you are not in this country. The thing that is there anything I've said here that is not the truth?
No, there are some of us still have hope with this country, and we'll come to that in a bit, because I want us to talk about the economy now. I think that is where the hope hinges on. If the economy is, a lot of people would prefer, to have a good life than not have a democracy, but we'll talk about all of that. 130 million Nigerians now live below the poverty line, going by international averages, even when the government promised renewed hope. Barrister, do you see and feel the hope? Let's talk about the economy, 139 million people. Let's talk about inflation, which is gradually dropping and giving Nigerians hope. Let's look at the stability of the exchange rate. Stability somehow. Let's look at the tax reform bills, which will be ushered in sometime in January. In all of these things, Barrister Deji, don't you see hope? Don't you feel it on the way? That's exactly why I say you paint a scary picture, but because some people, some analysts, some guests on my show that I've interviewed also say, look, there is hope. We see it, we can touch it, and it's coming. So I would like for you to balance all of that. Let me hear your own perspective to all of this.
Akpabio can feel the hope. He can feel the hope. Raw hope. Alex Oti can feel the hope. Raw hope. Hope Uzodinma can feel the hope. Sheyi Makinde can feel the hope. Can you feel the hope?
No, I don't have an opinion here. I'm Nyanko, I don't have an opinion.
No,
people in my level. This
is a proactive conversation.
Yes, I know.
I have told you the people that are enjoying the hope.
Exactly the point.
They can see the
people
hope.
at my level. There are people at my level, working class, middle class, who believe that, look, the president is headed in a certain direction. And that there is hope that even if it doesn't happen now, it might happen.
Direction the country is heading. Do you like the direction?
I just told you I don't have an opinion here. But I tell you that people at my level.
When you are in Nigeria now, don't you go to markets?
Maybe if you ask me this question outside, I can volunteer an opinion. But
no,
on this show,
the truth is the truth. Listen, sir, the truth is the truth, whether we're on air or we're off air.
Okay.
Because I have to.
So, I'm sorry. I would like for you to hold on to your line of thought. Let me take an incoming call. It's okay. Go ahead. I lost the call. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So the truth is the truth. We are all Nigerians. We are all citizens. We can all feel what is happening in this country. And you cannot claim that you are not a Nigerian. You cannot claim that you don't go to the market. You cannot claim that, the inflation thing is going down, but you know what's going on in the country. And that's why, so that while we are interacting, maybe you are in an alternative universe and you need to tell me about it. So that's why I'm also asking you whether you are feeling the hope, the renewed hope.
Exactly my point. Anyway, let's not get into all of that. I don't have an opinion here. Sorry, the call is back. Let me just take it. I'll come back to you. Hello, good evening, and thanks for calling in.
Hello, this is Aiden. I'm also calling you from Lagos.
Okay.
I want to, partly disagree with Deji on this point. Now, what Tinubu has done relatively absolutely better, if not the wasteful nature of APC. But let us look at, there's in economy, there's something called a long-term plan and a short-term plan. For a long-term plan, I'll give it to Tinubu. he's working towards it. But for a short-term plan, he's not there. Why did I say he's not there? Let us take a prototype from Enugu State Governor. Enugu State Governor bought CNG buses to ease transportation. Please go and ask. Transportation fell by almost 50%. And immediately transportation fell by almost 50%. Full stop, and every relative thing came down automatically in Enugu State without even the iota of the federal government. If Tinubu can, duplicate this at the federal level, try to bring down transportation costs, maybe by involving CNG, by other methods that will bring down the cost of transportation. Automatically, food will drastically come down, and I tell you, the masses will feel the impact. Stability, yes, we agree that relative stability in the market, but is that enough for the pocket? No. So all Nigerians need is for it to come down, and Tinubu should be strong in supervising this to make sure that things come down for the masses.
Thank you very much, Erin. I appreciate your call. Now let's go back to Barrister Deji.
I didn't hear anything that the caller said. I've not heard anything any of the callers said. But go ahead, sir.
Okay, now the caller is of the opinion that look, the president has long-term plans and that it is working, and that prices of food items are coming down. The only thing is for it to be sustainable. He cited the Enugu State Governor, Peter Obi, whom, according to him, has done so well, at least by the CNG buses he brought in. He crashed the transportation, the fare in Enugu State, and expects the president to do so nationwide so that Nigerians can start feeling it. That's exactly his position. And like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. A lot of people see hope coming, some don't see. So it's a conversation that we should balance at all times. Good to know that you also have your own position. Now let's move on to other things. You are a lawyer representing Omoyele Sowore in the petition he sent to the state of Florida regarding why you termed, the acquisition of property by the 7th Minister of the FCT from process of corruption. Bring us to the speed of the moment. What progress are you making in that petition?
Basically, the Omoyele Sowore's contention is that the 3 houses in the names of the children of Yes and Wike were bought with proceeds of fraud, of money laundering. The appeal to the Attorney General of the state of Florida is that the properties be confiscated, and forfeited to the government of the United States of America. He had further canvassed that the FCT minister has never worked anywhere in his life, that all he has done is to be in politics, and that he has corruptly enriched himself over the years, and that's why he's able to buy the properties in cash. So he had also furthermore contended that the wife of the FCT minister is a serving justice of the Court of Appeal, and that she cannot buy such houses or afford same. So those are some of the contentions and the prayers before the Attorney General of Florida.
Okay, now, what progress have you made in that case? Because it's in the United States.
Yes, a lot of steps are already ongoing. We are working with local attorneys on ground in ensuring that the properties are confiscated and forfeited to the government. We will not be able to disclose full strategy as regards to precisely what exactly we are doing in that matter. But we are extremely very optimistic that the United States government will eventually confiscate all the 3 properties.
I like that, fully optimistic, because as a lawyer, you also understand that your case is as strong, as good as your evidence. That is what lawyers normally say. So I do believe that you have strong evidence because you have expressed a high level of optimism, and Nigerians would like to see how this case ends. Now, why did you take the petition? Why didn't you take the petition to the EFCC in Nigeria? Why United States of America?
The subject matter, which is the properties in the United States.
In the United States, okay.
Yes, the proper forum for any action to be taken is in the United States.
Okay, but the corrupt enrichment happened here in Nigeria.
There are numerous petitions at the EFCC against Yes and Wike. Numerous.
Okay.
Numerous. So EFCC already has enough grounds to investigate him. But on this particular issue, it's a crime. We have cited all the relevant sections of the law that Yes and Wike has breached by buying the house in cash and issues around proceeds of crime or money laundering. We have cited them in our letter to the Attorney General of Florida.
Okay. Okay, so if you secure the judgment in US, would that be a basis for filing fresh cases here against him? Just asking.
Yeah, you see, basically, the idea is that Wike does not have immunity. He's not a governor. He's not a vice president. He's not a president. Wike should ordinarily be investigated and prosecuted, for most of his crimes. And that's why I said so many petitions are against Wike. You remember there was a time that the EFCC even declared the current governor of Rivers State wanted. You remember? Yeah. So there are enough issues that Wike, and Wike was the subject matter, not even Sim Fubara, was the subject matter of that investigation. So there are enough things against Wike in the anti-corruption agencies in the country.
Now, when you say enough things, he's been done as governor of Rivers State for almost 2.5 years. And you said there are numerous petitions. Why is it that those petitions are not making progress? Is it because someone is sitting on them, is corrupt from fighting back and all of that?
It is the duty of the security agencies to prosecute him. We do not have prosecutorial powers, except if we are given a fiat to do so.
Have you asked for one? Have you asked for one?
No, we have not. We have not asked for a fiat to do so. But we might ask for a fiat to do so. But before we even ask for a fiat, we need to even be availed via FOI on the investigation reports, the numerous investigation reports against Wike. Okay. That's the first step. Maybe after this we'll apply formally, because the truth of the matter is that these are not statute bad allegations or crimes. They are crimes that can be prosecuted at any time. The fact that Wike may be in the good books of people in government today does not mean that he will be tomorrow.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like that statement. The fact that he's in the good books of people in government today does not mean that he will be tomorrow. If you apply for a fiat from the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, are you hopeful that one will be given to you to prosecute Wike? Given the background you just stated.
I'm not hopeful.
Okay.
Knowing Nigeria, I know Nigeria very well, and I don't deceive myself. That is why I said emotionally I have already considered.
Okay.
That 2027 is gone. But supporters of politicians, they are more deluded than the politicians themselves. The politicians, they know the truth. They always tell themselves the truth. They know when the politician cannot win an election, he already knows. But he needs to run to remain relevant. He needs to run to raise money for the next election, because almost every election is like fundraising for them. And even when they lose election, they never lose because they still stay relevant. That is why some politicians, they've been contesting forever in this country. They know what they are doing. So, but for me, I'm very honest to myself. I know that if we apply for the fiat, we may not get it.
All right. Now let's. Before we move on, before we go to Anambra State, where you want to go and contest for a senatorial seat, I'd like for us to link the Wike mansion issue to the intentionality of this government in fighting corruption. Do we have any hope that corruption will be dealt a terrible blow in the life of this administration? I mean, the president went to Brazil and said, "Look, corruption has been eliminated in Nigeria." Do you have any hope with what you see around the place? Yaya Bello, Wike, numerous petitions according to you, and past governors serving in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Do you have any hope that this administration will somehow touch the issue of corruption? I mean, you also know that they crested to power on that mantra of being incorruptible with late General Muhammadu Buhari. May God rest his soul.
So basically for me, as far as I'm concerned, on Yabelu, I have to give credit to this government. Yabelu is standing trial at the Federal High Court. Okay. Despite everything that he did, all the connection he tried to apply, the EFCC is prosecuting him. Do you understand? So, me, when they get it right, I say it. When they don't get it right, I say it. So I must give them kudos for that. Because at a point I was like, so Yabelu is going to get away with it. So Yabelu is truly going to get away with it. Where if the court frees him, it's a different ballgame. But the job has been done. Yabelu has been arraigned. Yabelu is standing trial for corruption, and we know what the issues are. This man paid school fees in anticipation for his children's future, and several other unprintable things that he has done. A few people here and there have been are being investigated. Whether they will be prosecuted is another thing. So even the president knows that corruption has not been eradicated. So why will anybody say corruption has been eradicated? How can corruption be eradicated in America, even in America, or in the UK, or in Canada, or in France, or in Japan, or anywhere in the world? Can corruption be eradicated? So there's no way that anybody can say corruption has been eradicated. So as far as I'm concerned, especially as in regards to the fact that I'm from Kogi State, I believe that Yabelo's arraignment and prosecution, for me, has satisfied my threshold that yes, Yabelo has not been above the law.
But like I said earlier, a couple of governors, that is or senators as we speak, some of them, their cases have lasted as long as 12, 13, 14, 15 years. And we don't get any justice from it. The people who...
you see, the prosecutorial agencies. The prosecutorial agencies, there's a limit to which what they can do. All they can do is to arraign. It's just for them to arraign. You cannot control what happened in court, adjournments and all these things. So you cannot really blame the prosecutorial agencies.
So who should we blame at this point?
Yes, that's what we keep saying, that our justice system needs to be overhauled. We have been saying it. It's the justice system that is to blame. You understand? Again, the courts are overburdened. You look at the volume of cases. I go to court, a judge has been sitting from 9 a.m. and he sits up to 5 p.m. in the evening. How about? And he's sitting and he's doing everything in longhand. How do you expect effectiveness in that situation?
Should we create special courts for corruption? Like create special courts for EFCC, to take those cases to special courts just to deal with corruption? Because it looks it is the only...
I don't believe that we should create special courts for corruption.
So what
because
we
will be falling into the same trap of how politicians created special courts for themselves for election petition. You understand? All citizens are equal before the law. So you will not be saying, for VIP politicians, we create special court for them if we arrest them. So we'll give them speedy trial. What of the people that have been standing trial for 18, 19 years for criminal matters? And some of them may even be innocent. So let us just reform our justice system so that everybody can have access to justice at the same time, at the same speed. So once we do that, our country will be more effective, in my view.
All right. All right. Now, Deji, let's go to Anambra State. Your friend, Peter Obi used to be your friend. What went bad? What went awry between the two of you that he had to sue you, for 1.5 billion naira damages for impinging?
You will not see shishi from my hand. That one I can assure you. You will not see shishi.
Are you in control of the courts?
Listen now. Can I give what I don't have? Can I give what except he wants my blood? Except he wants my blood. You understand? And Jesus Christ has already paid the price for me. So it's only the blood of Jesus Christ that I will
all right. Now, what actually happened? What went bad between? He used to be at a point you were supporting him.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a hypocrite. He's a 419. I said it. Yes.
You have evidence for all of that.
Yes. I will prove it. I'll prove it that he's corrupt. I will prove that he's a bigot. I will prove it. Yes, I'll prove that he took Anambra money, resources, and put in a bank that he has proprietary interest in. That he took Anambra money and put in his family business. There's nothing I've said about him that is not the truth.
Okay. Now, if all of these things are true, have you raised a petition against him in any of the agencies, ICPC, EFCC, the police, or take him to court?
Why should I be the one petitioning him? Who petitioned the people that was arrested? Yabelo. Everybody knows, the security agencies know that this man, while he was governor, he was buying property abroad. The Pandora paper. The man is so corrupt. He did a lot of corrupt things in Anambra. They caught his driver or his ADC with physical cash. Something that was reported by the police, by Sarah reporters and every other person. He comes and start acting all of a sudden. In 2023, like a saint, a messiah. Corrupt guy, very, very corrupt. So why should I be the one petitioning him? Why can't EFCC arrest him and prosecute him for all his corrupt acts?
EFCC could also act on the prompt of a petition. If you feel that you have all those information.
In fact, the things I have said about him in public is enough for EFCC to arrest him.
Okay, so why is EFCC not going after him?
It's because of politics. Because if they arrest him now, they will say it's political. They invited him for Pandora paper. People are already saying it's because of politics. The man committed grievous corruption as governor. He bought things that he did not declare. The man should be in jail. He should be in jail. But if they touch him now, they say it's politics.
Now,
that's why everything's
it looks like Peter Obi, from your estimation, is so powerful that despite evidence of corruption against him, the government cannot touch him because, I mean, when did he finish serving as a governor? And up until the time he contested the 2023 election, was he so powerful between then and 2023 that the government didn't find it convenient to arrest him and prosecute him?
They will not arrest him. This is Nigeria.
Okay.
It's the Nigerian factor. You're talking as if you're not in Nigeria. How many evidence things are against Atiku? Have you ever invited Atiku arrested him before? What are you talking about? Is it not Nigeria again? Nobody is going to arrest him because this is Nigeria.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Good.